welcome to Tonic Studios. My name is Karen. Today we have the lovely Leo with us.
Hello.
And we are here to show you our brand new launch. This is our Create and Make, and today we have the Tiny Trunk gift box. We did one Create and Make, so I'm calling this a brand new launch.
Yeah, because it was
starting
basically a year ago, I think. So why not? We'll call it brand new.
Yeah, I think so. As you know, when you get a launch direct from us here, you will get not only your die set, obviously, and your lovely instructions inside, but all of our launches come with the magnetic sheet and the slip pocket to put straight into your folder. Now this is our medium sized pocket that goes into our medium folder.
Exactly, so slightly different from the majority of our dies. They tend to be A4 size for the large ones. It's a cute little die set, isn't it?
Is.
I mean, it still contains 18 dies, so it's not a small die set by any stretch of the imagination. You've still got a lot going on in here, but lovely that you get your magnetic sheet and your pocket.
I do like that. I do like that as a little touch when you buy straight from us.
So I'm not sure if they're still on offer. They go regularly on offer.
They
you might want
do.
to stock up on a couple, lame them, create and make, and start your collection in there. Just if you like to keep things organised. Since we're kind of starting this anew, you get to start the organisation from scratch.
You do.
Saves you coming back to it, 6 years later and trying to make it all neat and tidy then, doesn't it? So let's have a look at this tiny trunk die set then. So as always, full instructions in here. I'm of course going to be referring to these, so they're going to go there. And here is your die set. So it doesn't look a lot from here, but it makes the most adorable little gift box. It really does. You've got everything you need in here. So you've got your handle, you've got a mechanism. It's a Toby box, so of course there's a mechanism going on. You've got your outer panels, you've got your pattern dies. I love this kind of rainbow pattern going on here. You've got the little side pieces, and again another pattern in there, a pattern for your front, a lovely little deboss for your handle as well. That. Or you can go with an actual die cut pattern if you prefer, depending on
what you fancy.
Exactly, what your style is. So let's have a look at what this makes so you can see just how cute this tiny trunk is.
I thought you were going to refer to those instructions.
I will do, but we obviously need this part free.
Oh, you're very good. You're very good. So do you want to show exactly what it makes? Show us one that you've made already.
So here is one of the ones I made for packaging. So look at this little cutie. Isn't it adorable? I love the little handle. So basically, if I see this here, your little handle rotates and it actually opens your gift box for you on the inside. And apparently this has been sat funny and is now warped. Right, there we go.
Oh no.
Twisty. There we go. So you've got your little gift box in there. So it's actually got an extra little shelf inside, which I love.
It is
but
cute.
It doesn't affect the mechanism, so it can open all the way up for you. And then you just roll it closed like so. And
fabulous.
Your little handle, deboss on this one. Did a little pattern around the edge so you can see all of those as well.
Lovely.
Very, very cute.
I have got one here from the lovely Shadneys, who's been very, very brave and has curved some some mirroring card.
I'm guessing there's some double-sided adhesive on the back of that.
Oh, I'm assuming so. You've done a cracking job with this one, Shadneys. Fair play. And you've got that lovely little handle at the front with a deboss on it, and the lovely die cut pieces around, the decoration here. Again on the front as well, and this one just opens up and you can see that you've got that little shelf inside for all of your sweeties. I would think this is a little sweetie box, isn't it? And it just opens so well.
It does.
So
it rotates
cute.
Really nicely.
Yeah, really nicely. I love this.
So I have, this is another one by Shadneys. This one is very cute. So it's been made into like a little autumn or I guess Thanksgiving.
Thankful.
Like a little grateful, thankful little pot. So you've got your little opening lid on here that's covered in. Look at all these pretty leaves on here. If I show this top down so you can see them. Hold on, I've mashed this now of what's inside. There we go, all those lovely leaves over the top, and there's that lovely little grateful sentiment.
It's so nice to bring your other die sets in,
It
isn't
is. It is, and it's such a little box that a lot of your smaller dies are going to look really good on this. But then when you open this one up, look, we've got this little set in here of gratitude cards that she's made.
Oh, they're lovely. Cute. Absolutely adorable. And I mean, you could be grateful for anything that's happened in that day.
Exactly.
Any little things. Life is beautiful. I am blessed. I'm thankful for what I have. I just think it's adorable, and it's such a lovely idea. Thank you so much, Shabnese.
Great as a gift. If you know someone who's struggling, who's having a bit of a hard time, you know, like Sue's little jars of happiness.
That's exactly what that made me think of when you opened it and I saw those little cards. I thought, that's what I thought.
You know, just to take one out and read it and just, you know, have that little reminder of everything that you have that is good in your life. But
yes, definitely.
Love that one. Such a brilliant idea, Shabnese. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I have got something a little different. So let's have a look at these, because I'm thinking these are like a little set of two. So if we show these from top down, because we've got a lovely card made with the pattern. Just a happy birthday die, whatever happy birthday die you've got. Nice bit of our Mariposa moments. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It is mulberry wine.
Well done.
Yay! I'm so used to saying Mariposa, I think. We used it for so long. Yeah, this is mulberry wine, and with a fabulous, stunning sea salt green there.
We need more.
We need sea salt green. But with this, you also get, so if you look back at the die set, can I borrow that just a second?
I'll pop this in
you
here.
can see here that this is the piece that makes the curve on top. But it can also make a little teeny tiny memory book. So you can see there that Ruth has just created this little memory book with little pockets, using the side piece for the pocket, and some little envelopes.
Folded the end over. Nice.
And just all folded there. You can see a nice little pocket that side, a little half circle one this side. So what's that cut from then?
Then one of these.
Oh yeah, probably just using the circle, and then a little bit of decoration. So some little thingies there to pop something behind, and you can put little tags or whatever you want in these. So that's just a cute idea with one die, just one die out of the set.
Very clever. So it's always worth having a look at your dies and seeing what else you can do with them.
Definitely.
Something that we say very often, but it's nice to see an example of it in real life as well.
It is. So what have you got there?
So I have another one. This is also from Ruth. I think Ruth is currently loving the mulberry wine. Who isn't, honestly?
Oh, absolutely.
So again, we've got that lovely pattern on the top. So you've got the nice just white there. And then opens up just like that. We've even got some of the paper on the inside.
Oh,
I
nice.
love that. Adding a little bit of decoration to the inside of the box, I think, really helps it stand out.
Yeah.
Slightly different, so a bit of the fallout on this one from one of the other dies being used on the handle, and then just some nice white patterns around the edge with some of those flowers cut out of the mulberry wine.
Just fussy cut.
Exactly. Really pretty. I like that one. Thank you very much.
I have got a lovely one from our Shilpa here. So you can
very brave.
See
making it in pearl.
I was just going to say this is white pearl card, and she's used this absolutely stunning paper on top. Actually feels like card.
Yeah, it is quite a thick. It's not thick, a paper.
It's definitely a pattern cardstock, and Shilpa's little tiny trunk there, absolutely beautiful. Love it, absolutely love it. And do you know what I like? I mean, it doesn't always. Where am I going to put this? Where are you going to see it? It doesn't always show up wonderfully well, but the white on white. I love white on white. I think it just looks so classy. Yeah. And that one, that does look classy to me, this one, just with that lovely white cardstock on top, that pattern card. Beautiful. Thank you, Shilpa.
Really nice, that one. I've got one down here.
Oh,
Lovely
another
colour
brave
scheme.
one. Oh,
shuffle
shuffle this time.
So more mirrored cardstock over the top there. These people are very brave, far braver than me. I mean,
I don't know.
I went with classic and vellum and paper
Yeah.
because I didn't feel brave that day apparently. I love the colour scheme on this. So this is, I'm trying to figure out which mirror this is.
It's got to be the rose platinum, hasn't it?
I think it is rose platinum. It's looking very coppery to me
yes,
today.
It is.
It is leaning copper, but I love it. So they're cream classic. It's not ivory, is it? It's cream for sure. But look, we've even got the mirror in the bottom as well.
That.
Love that. And then the little deboss detail.
And I love that these are on foam pads.
Yes, give it a bit of elevation. All of the, I don't know if you can see the gap there, all of the patterned panels around the side are all on foam pads, just to lift them up slightly. And they have, I want to say majestic behind them. Yeah, I think it is majestic gold pearl.
Could be.
Same as on the handle.
Oh,
really
yes,
like
of
that.
course.
Very cute.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So what have I got here? I've done that one, haven't I?
Yeah, just the one.
This one. So I've got another one of Ruth's here. Are you sure? We've done this one, haven't we?
No. We did this one and this one.
Ah, we did this one over here. Right, so Ruth has done another one for us with the mulberry wine. See, you got me second guessing myself now.
So if you don't do what I did and mention anything else, then we're all good.
Yeah, we're all good. So we've got some fussy cut little flowers covering the little circles here. Well, we've got some decorative circle dies for them, but Ruth has covered them in this. She's cut the pattern from mulberry wine as well, which is quite nice. So you've got a little bit of decoration on them, probably a bit of glitter, or is that our glitter accents, or is it a glitter drop?
I don't know, kind of, you know, we were playing with the moonstone glimmer paste the other day, it kind of looks like that.
Yeah, maybe. And again with that lovely paper inside as well.
Very cute. More sea salt. Oh,
more sea salt.
I'm so devastated that we don't have any left. Right, last of our little chunks here. This is the other one that I did for our packaging. So again, people are going to really start battering me for this because I use this paper too often and we don't have it anywhere else. This is our lovely wood grain paper, just to give this a little bit more of like a treasure chest feel. That's what I was going for with this. We've got like a nice brown, we've got some copper on the side, some nice Turkish turquoise, which is a colour that we've recently restocked, and I'm so pleased because it is a beautiful mirror card. And then that little deboss detail just on the handle there, and again it just opens up. It's so smooth.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
I don't understand the physics of it.
I know, but it's lovely. It does help if you hold it on two corners, don't pinch too hard.
Yeah,
and it will rotate beautifully for you.
I am very much one for pinching it too hard, to be honest.
Yeah, don't do that, because then it won't open nicely.
Yeah.
I'm actually just going to keep this here so I can refer to it as
well. Nice.
So, I'm going to show you how to put one of these together. Like I said, I am going to be referring to the instructions. It has been a little while since I made this. Oh, I'm going to need those too.
Oh, you are. Sorry.
So, I'm going to start with the handle. Let's go there, first of all. So, we have a couple of different pieces. We've got two of the little handle pieces. We're going to switch them, double them up basically, nice and simple. We've got one of this piece, which is one of these. It cuts out your little hexagon in the middle, which we're going to poke our handle through. We have 4 of the large circles, like so, which are up here. 2 of the smaller ones, which are in there, and this is what's going to build up the handle mechanism. And also on the opposite side you've got the same, you don't have a handle on here, but you have the same pivot point basically, so that your lid slides nice and smoothly. So first of all, let's go and fold. I'm not going to fold that score line yet because I need it to nice and easily go through the hexagon.
Yep.
Don't want to make that more difficult than it needs to be. So get all of these pinched.
A nice big glue tab on that as well, in all fairness.
Very handy.
Yeah.
So it has been a little while since I made this. And you know, sometimes you look at a die set and you're like, yeah, I remember I did that. And then you come to actually making like,
did I?
How did I do that? And when you're the one making something, you tend to find like ways to make things perhaps easier.
You do, especially when you've made the 2.
Yes.
So you make the first one, Did we have instructions?
Probably not. Oh,
No.
no.
Is your glue? Hang on, we've got
Oh,
another
no.
one here.
Oh, there we go. The little glue worm has come out.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's get rid of that. Nice, thank you. Look at me using the fine glue today and everything.
I know there's another
Very
one here.
unlike me.
This is a more full one as well.
Perfect. If I need to switch, I will
Yeah.
do so. So overlap the top and just fold down the ones on the top one just to make sure that you haven't put things too far to the side. They need to still fold in nicely, so that's still working perfectly. And then we're literally just going to go around and glue these tabs to their neighbours, basically. So it does taper in, so just be aware of that. Sometimes it helps to glue a couple of them together, miss one, glue the next two together, so you're pushing two in at the same time.
Good idea.
Rather than trying to get inside all of them in one go. So we're going to be kind to our glue today. We're not going to have things popping back open.
Yeah, but you're luckier there because you have got the 216 GSM, the classic card. It is much easier to glue, I think, especially for smaller pieces like this. We usually say for a 3D make to use 240 GSM, but when the finished item is as tiny as the tiny trunk.
Exactly. If it's a small box where it's got curves, I think 216.
216 is your friend then.
Yeah,
definitely.
very much so.
Definitely.
So I've got 4 together so far. I'm going to glue these last 2 together and then I'm going to push it all in one go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is one of the things I do remember doing before because it's not easy. You're definitely going to need an implement for
I was
this.
going to say that. You're going to need...
Here is a handy biro. Okay.
There should be a... Yeah, there's lots of things there.
There are lots of things. I was just looking for something that was still quite round.
Right, okay.
So normally I would go to a pick or one of our creases, but it's not quite going to get in there in the same way. So biro it is for today.
Biro it
Whatever's
is.
on your desk. I think I used a ball tool last time. Also works.
Yep, or the quilling tool.
Yeah, that would be a good
That
one.
would be handy to press through there.
Basically, you just need something that is small enough to put inside that you can press against.
Yeah.
There we go. So there is my little handle. I should put my very important biro tool back away.
Pressing tool.
Absolutely. So now what we're going to do is poke this through this hexagon and we're going to fold the tabs back. Before we do that, we're going to put a nice little ring of glue all the way around and then press the tabs into the glue. And I'm going to start with 2 opposite ones. Fold them down and pinch them. Try and make sure that your handle is nice and even.
Yep.
Like so. And once you're happy they are down, then you can just go around and press the rest in.
They'll go well then, won't they?
Exactly.
Nice.
There we go. So it's like a little top hat as
Yeah.
well. So we actually have these 3 little mice in our craft room.
They were a gift from our lovely Sue Hardman.
And one of them is actually wearing a little top hat made from this exact piece. So I'm going to take one of my full circles. Now which way around do I need this to be? Does it matter? No, it doesn't. Okay. I'm going to do it this way because it's flatter on the back side of the die cut.
Yep.
And it's only gluing around the edge. So pop that onto there.
And by having that with the glue tabs sandwiched in between, they are less likely to pop. And that has got a bigger surface area for you to glue on later on.
Exactly. And also we're going to stack up these into the middle. So you couldn't do that if you only had your... Well, I mean you could, but they would only be holding on by the very barest of edges, which is not going to make your box long lasting or sturdy enough. So a bit of extra is always good. Okay.
Definitely.
I'm happy that is like that. So we've got 2 of these circles and 1 of these for this side. We are missing 2 for this side, so how are we going to do that? What we're going to do, we actually need to cut in the holes into our side panels. And there's a die specifically to do this. Ooh. So let me grab my plate. I've got a very interesting colour scheme going on here. The only reason that we're using purple and teal is so that there's plenty of contrast for you to be able to see what we're doing. Because it is quite a small box, we wanted you to be able to fully see what was happening. So we have this little die. It's basically a circle die cut, but it has this extra bit on top, which you line up with that top
That's so
curve.
clever.
Isn't he smart? I
He
mean,
is.
don't tell
Tell
him.
him.
Not the Tonic way.
Absolutely not.
So make sure that it's well stuck. Run that through. Another perfect.
Look how.
No, that's not going to work, is it? Let me just. Oh, thank you.
I think I've mugged it on you. I do apologise.
This would be another perfect application for those half plates.
Yes, indeed.
Long way to wind this through for such a tiny die cut.
Yeah.
There we go.
You could have just put it at the top and wound it in a couple and back on itself.
I mean, I could have done that, but where would be the fun? So, whoop, there's one done. So we're going to keep that fallout.
Oh, I
That's
see.
going to become one of the others. So we've got a hole on one side, and we need to do this on two sides because you have your little mechanism on both sides.
I've never cut one of these. I have put one together. I put the very first. No, that's a long time ago. The very first laser version, because we may have told you previously when the guys design in the design department, we do have a laser cutting machine, so we get a laser version before this goes off for the metal to be made.
Yep.
So, but all of these circles were cut in for me because obviously I had no dies to cut them.
No, Toby just told the amazing laser machine to cut this and cut that. I think we'd all love one of them for crafting, right? Could
Wouldn't we just?
The speed. Right, there we go. So I have my circles cut in on both sides now, and I can pop my tangerine out of the way so I don't elbow it anymore. Right. What does Toby recommend we do next? The inner part, I thought so. So, for the inner part, you have this little sling, which basically forms the back, bottom and front of the box. And then you have two side pieces. Well, they are different because you need opposite sides. So you don't have any reverse cardstock in there. Did I do it the right way around? Oh, I did. Look at me go. So, in order to have this be the right way around, this is going to be that way. So you want to bend your glue tabs in.
Rather than the way that you would make them ordinarily.
Exactly. So let me just bend this and I'll show you what I mean. So this is my weave textured side, the side that would be the outside or the visible side. Normally you'd bend your tabs away from that, but because we're going to put these basically around this piece, we want them in. Okay,
Nice.
Same on the other side. So bend that one in, and that one at the bottom. And then for this we want to fold this line, and again I'm folding this in, not out, because I want this to be the inside of my box. Is that a way of remembering it? If you're making the inside, you fold your tabs in? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, this is basically like a little sling that sits between these two side pieces, like so.
Very good.
Okay. So I'm going to start by putting the bottom on. Oh, look at me, I was risking it there, leaving the lid off that glue.
So which side has the longer piece?
So your tabs, this shorter tab goes to the back.
So it's the same size?
Yes.
Excellent.
This one goes to the front and it is shaped to fit into
yes,
that
of course. Okay.
So yeah, this is basically the support for your headrest. I think when Al was making the elegant armoire recently, she said it was like a little, like a
bed. No.
Yeah, you know, like at the beach. What are those things called?
Oh yes.
Sun lounger.
Oh
my goodness, words lack thereof. But yeah, this is your little headrest. You see, for your sun lounger.
If I've got words, then we're all doomed.
We are doomed.
that is how we think of it. in our office.
I'm
If I'm the
normally
only one
with the words.
If I'm the only one with the words, then we're definitely doomed.
The words have been leaving me recently. I'm going to blame COVID and probably aging.
Mm-hmm.
Shady Acres is coming.
Shady Acres. Yeah.
Okay, so base on. Let's get the headrest glued together.
What I like about this, even though it's a small box, it's not that fiddly to make.
No.
You're not trying to get your fingers in, and it's quite straightforward, especially with the comprehensive instructions.
Very comprehensive instructions.
I like that our instructions are step by step.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so my little, what do we call this? Drawer. Toby's called this a drawer. Okay. I mean, it's a sun lounger to us. And will forever be a sun lounger to us now. What I am going to do is pop a tiny bit of glue just on this corner for now, on the front, so that I can square off these tabs.
Nice. And that will just hold that into position.
If I hold it long enough, it will, yes. In fact,
would
I'm
you
going
like
to give
me
this
to
to
hold
my
it?
friend of holding. Yes.
Yes, I can hold
And I
it.
shall continue to work on these panels. So
Such a good holder.
you are talented.
It has been said by me.
Yeah. So for your 4 panels, these 2 are going to be on either side, and then the ones without the holes are going to be the front and the back.
Nice.
So you want your handle on the side, and then the other pivot point on the opposite side, basically.
And I suppose... No, I'm going to say something stupid.
Go on, carry on.
No. No, because it's not going to work.
No?
No.
I have to think about which order I want to close this up in now. So I'm going to do that one and that one, and then that one. And then that one, if that one goes onto there, then I'm going to glue that onto there. Can I get to that tab? I can. Yes, that works. Okay. It does take a little bit of thinking because of how you put this together. At the end, I'm always curious whether I make it the same as the instructions or whether I did something and kind of went off-piste. Because we are known to do that.
We are.
Oh no,
And you know I'm a good holder. I don't know if I've held it at the right angle.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Let's hope you have.
I don't know if I have.
Otherwise you'll have knacked my box.
I will. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. So, side piece, front piece. Side piece, yeah. When you're gluing these together, do just make sure that you're...
You've got them in the right order.
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure that your holes are opposite each other, not next to each other.
That's kind of a thing that I would do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Put them in a line.
Yeah.
And then wonder why it didn't work. To be fair, I've been known to do it on occasion as well. It's not just you. So I'm going to put this last one on, but I'm not going to seal it at the back yet.
Because then it would be fiddly to put together.
Oh, yes it would.
And that is not what we want.
No.
But you need to get these in so that you can glue this tray into position.
Exactly, because you've got these 2 tabs that go over the front.
Yeah.
They would get in the way of these glue tabs if you tried to do it beforehand. I did that the first time.
Is that because you may have done that already? Yeah.
No. Yes, absolutely.
We do that so you don't have to.
So I'm going to leave that to dry. I want that to be firmly dry because we're going to be manipulating that. So I have here the roof panel, which is the long one here. And I've also cut the pattern piece. So I've not put the pattern into it. I've just cut the outer edge for it. Because I want to show you how to get this to line up so it's centered on the box when it's closed.
Oh, yes.
Very important. So
Yes.
I'm going to give this... Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Don't fold this glue tab yet. We're just going to give this a gentle curve. And I find this far easier at the edge of the desk when it's a big piece like that. And because I'm gluing this on with the top, this is also going to get some...
That needs a bit of curve as well.
It does indeed. So, the front of your box has the... Let's call this the tongue, because it is. It is a little flappy tongue that sits inside the box and basically goes inside nice and easily to help it close with that nice, neat edge. So your pattern, you want to align to that edge.
Not to the The
So
whole
you
thing.
want to go for where your score line is. I
it's
think we
quite
did
good.
adjust
We've
this.
made changes, I think.
I have a feeling we have.
Yeah.
So it's not so much of an issue anymore.
No.
I'm going to glue it on anyway because I like to make my life difficult.
Nah, you got 216, you'll be fine.
I've got 216, it will be fine, exactly. Yeah. So, give myself a nice even edge. Wiggle that cardstock as you need to. Oh, not that far. Not that far. Okay, so nicely glued, still has a good curve. So we're getting there, the pieces are coming together. Last pieces then are our side panels. So these just have little teeny tiny glue tabs.
Just be careful with the first and the last one, isn't it? Make sure you get the crease in the correct place.
Indeed. And same with this. I think Toby says to put the circles onto these first while they're flat, which is a good idea.
Yeah.
And then he puts that onto there, through there, into there. Yeah, okay, that works. I'm happy with that.
Okay.
So take 2 of your large circles and you're going to glue them to the outside, and you can see you've got this nice deboss, which funnily enough perfectly fits that circle.
A nice lining up point. Thank you, Toby.
He really does think of everything for you.
He does. If there's a shortcut, he will definitely make the dies do that for you. You know, because that needs to be lined up perfectly.
It does.
You know, you could try and wing it, but chances are you wouldn't get those right. So.
Oh no.
Oh no. You know, just by sort of doing it by eye, you know, you probably wouldn't get them perfect. But that's why Toby's put the deboss in.
So again, just lining up the edge of my die cut with the deboss.
Oh, he's so good. Good to us is what he is.
That slipped while I was holding it.
Oh,
I'm not a good holder.
Oh, obviously not.
No.
I may not be. Wait till you try and glue that in.
And what I would say with this, if you want to do like neatening up on the inside, you can add another circle on here. Like obviously I've done them in different colours for contrast. Like I said, probably you wouldn't. Probably you do them in the same colour and it wouldn't really be an issue. But if you wanted to cut another one, pop it on the inside, you can line it up with the bottom. That'll be fine. Just to finish it off when you open the box. Entirely your choice though. Something you can do. So I am going to glue this to there. Yes. Yes. Toby agrees. Cool. I'm going to start at the front because this is the bit that you see.
Oh, good point.
Oh, a little bit farther.
It's flying away.
Now, this may be one of those occasions when, and we don't say this very often, but you may wish to add a little bit of tape.
No tape?
No, I know. But for your first glue tab, you may find that having a little bit of tape on that one and also glue around the outside just to help it.
It's such a small tab though.
I know. But just to get you that quick grab.
Yeah.
Because
you have to be kind to glue for these. They are small tabs, but they need to be because it has to curve.
Yeah, exactly.
And as you will see with a few of our boxes, if they do have curved glue tabs, it generally tends to mean that that item needs curving. It's
or it's going around a curved edge. Yeah.
It's our way of letting you know, really.
Okay. And the reason you want the first one, like, I like to line the first one up and use that as kind of my anchor point for the rest. So you want that one to be good and held before you move on, because otherwise you're going to start pulling it away.
Yeah.
So just going to go around and pinch these.
You can put your glue on for a couple of seconds though, can't you? Because then it'll go a little bit tacky. Obviously not the whole thing, I don't think. Oh, she's nearly gone for it, guys.
That's alright.
Yeah. But then you'll find that if your glue is holding, you know, because you're going to that next one all the time, you know that so you've got to keep holding that first one, haven't you?
I think because it is the very first one, obviously there's a lot of extra strain on that.
Yeah, just remember to come back and while you're gluing the rest of it, just give that one a little pinch as well. Every now and again. I mean, if you can, you could possibly get a little peg in there, or...
Yeah, you probably could on those mini wooden pegs if you've
Hmm.
got some. I mean, most of us have them.
Magnets.
Magnets, you probably could, yeah, just a magnet either side of it.
Hold it with magnets. Oh, yes.
But let's be honest, we are all hoarders, and if we see a packet of mini pegs, do you ever walk past them in a craft shop?
Not.
No, we don't. We don't know what we're ever going to use them for. Can you name a project you've ever actually put a mini peg on as a finish? I know you can, but you can keep your mouth shut. There's only one though.
And I had to go and buy more pegs for that because I didn't know what I'd done with them.
That's the problem. They're so tiny. You put them in a safe drawer.
Yeah.
That one.
I had absolutely no idea where they were.
No.
And
Okay.
the best thing was that we didn't even know that I had done it until we looked at the name on it. I was like,
Always the best way.
oh yeah.
A surprise project. Oh, which one's mine?
Visible confusion.
Oh, good times.
Shady Acres.
Don't know what you mean. Okay, almost there. Last glue tab going in. So again, the same with the first one. The last one is going to want to pop off, so you're going to need to hold it for a few extra moments. Be kind to your glue.
Yes, definitely.
Especially when there are curvy panels.
Yep. And it is holding the whole... Because it's the beginning and the end, those are the bits that are going to pull first. You know, you've got the others in a row, so they're in the middle. They're not going to be so much of a problem.
And especially the first side, because that is holding the shape. Obviously, once I get the second one on, things are going to be a bit simpler.
Yeah. So,
same again. I'm going to put glue on the first, maybe 4, so it can start getting tacky. I'm going to go back to the front, line up our glue tab with that score line.
Nice. Such a good design.
It is. It's very, very clever.
It reminds me of the little Hoover from the Teletubbies.
Showing her age.
No. My daughter loved the Teletubbies. And she's now 23.
Exactly. Like I say, showing her age.
Showing my age. Definitely.
I used to watch the Teletubbies while I was getting ready for work. Because it was on at like 6 or something in the morning, so I'd get up and have a shower, and as I was getting ready and doing my hair, Teletubbies would be on. I don't even know why. It just was. I didn't have children at home. There was absolutely no need for me to be watching the Teletubbies. But that's what I had on. Maybe put me in a good mood for my commute. I don't know.
I wouldn't have watched it if I'd had a choice. I'm going to be honest. Definitely not.
I used to have to get a train into London, so maybe it put me in a bright mood for that.
You need something. Let's be fair. You definitely need something for that. So once you've got this bit in,
then we put it all together. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give this to my expert holder to finish.
Oh, right, okay.
My glue tabs. I'm going to put the little sling into the front of here.
Does that mean I need to change my glasses? It actually does, you know, because I can't really see what I'm holding.
Just going to undo slightly your angles on these. Not that there's a problem, just...
I just held them where they fell.
Where they fell,
and that was the problem, actually. Can you put a little bit of glue on that last one for me, and I'm going to hold them then all together. Thank you.
So with this, I've got then my front piece. I've got the 2 holes either side. The sling goes onto the front of this. So I'm going to line up that glue tab on there. And it's the same angle, which is how you know you've got it in the right place. And then pop the other one down as well. And I'm also going to grab my lovely paper creaser.
Oh, that's perfect. Just put that in there.
And what I'm doing is folding up the sides to make sure that they are in line with the score lines, that we're not interfering with that closing. And I'm just going to press down. Hopefully you can see. So all I'm doing is just pressing these onto the surface of my glass mat, making sure we've got a good bond on that. like so. So there is my little shelf, or what did Toby call it? He calls it a drawer. It's not a drawer, it doesn't move.
No.
In my mind, did I actually put glue on that? Shelf. I didn't. I mean, that would have helped, wouldn't it?
Do you think?
No. It's a shelf.
It is a shelf.
It's not a drawer, because a drawer moves in and out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, let's press that back in
you
there.
don't need glue to one side.
I don't know why I don't need glue to one side either. Clearly that wasn't going to work, was it? It's Monday morning.
Why is this not holding?
It's Monday morning, okay? Just bear with me, and I've even glued it slightly wonky. But you know what? It's going to be fine.
Yes, it is.
You're not going to be able to tell, except for the fact that I've used very highly contrasting cardstock, so you really can tell. Okay, now it's time to put the rest of it together, basically. So we're going to take our lid, which sits in like so. I'm going to give this, I don't want to fold it, I just want to give it a gentle bend.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like a defined, so just so it sits nicely in there. And you can see that your circles, oh, that goes on the outside, now line up with those little holes that we've cut in on the sides.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now for the fun part. So I have my handle with my back piece on, and I've got two of the little washers, should I call them washers?
Yes, yeah, spacers.
Spacers, yeah. Is Toby giving them a special name?
I don't know. No, they are 14mm circles.
Okay, there we go. It's very specific. They're not just circles, they're 14mm circles.
Glue the 14mm circles. That's what they are.
So glue those two. So I'm putting them into the centre of my handle piece. Because I want it to be lopsided. Make sure they are glued on top of each other, nicely lined up.
And with your handle piece, you've actually got quite a thick border of metal there, so you can use that as a sort of spacing,
That's
can't
it.
you?
So where it kind of flattens around the edge.
Yeah.
You've got then a ring around the inside that you can use to centre that in. So which side am I on? This side. So this is going to go through. Those little spaces are going through the hole. And then you're going to glue them onto there. Now this is where it gets a touch fiddly.
Right, okay.
And again, if you want to make this slightly easier for yourself, you can take another one of these, put this through and glue it on, and then glue them together.
Oh, do that. I'll cut you some more.
Okay.
Yes, let's do that. I'm gonna cut
I'm
these.
gonna open my side piece. I'm gonna put through.
We're gonna have very strangely coloured ones now, though.
That's fine. Whatever colour comes.
See any of them, are you?
So this I'm gonna put inside here, and I'm gonna line it up so that I have. We're always looking for an even border, as you know. So we want a nice even border on the inside of this.
So we're cutting two more of these, yeah?
Yes, please. Okay. So your handle should still freely turn. It should hopefully rotate evenly if you've got this in the right place. It's just, there we go. Perfect. And then all you need to do is literally glue that circle to that one.
Oh, that's so much easier. Much easier.
I knew I would remember as I was doing this how I'd done it.
That is what you said. I remember that I made
I did
something
something clever. I couldn't remember what it was. So pop this in here and then just line those two large circles up on the inside.
But that comes from making it once and going, hang on, there's an easier way of doing this.
Exactly.
There you go.
So just to confirm that we are still moving, we are rotating. Perfect.
We are rotating.
So pop this over the top. So you want to make sure that your large circle and the canopy side, let's call it that, is over the top of your inner sling.
Yes.
Very important. Okay, so use it like that. So I did have another purple. Oh, I've used the other purple one, haven't I? Yes. Yeah. I remember now. So 2 more of our washers, 14mm circles going on the inside.
I suppose I could have gone through the whole lot of cardstock and looked for a piece of purple for you.
It's fine.
We have
high
white.
contrast for extra
We
visibility.
have white.
It makes it so much easier for everyone at home to see when I don't line things up straight. Okay, so 2 of my 14mm circles in there. The reason you want 2, because you're going through one piece of cardstock, you want to make sure you've got 1 extra layer to allow enough space for it to move freely. So if you had 2 layers of cardstock here, you'd need 3.
Yes.
And so on and so forth. Just in case you wanted to add extra layers. I don't know
Strength.
why you would, but if you did,
But
make sure you add an extra washer.
If you feel like it needs some more strength.
Then you can do that. I'm going to do this one this way. So pop that in there.
So much easier.
Bit of glue on there. And then again, I'm just going to line this circle up on the outside to make sure I have a nice even border. And make sure you've got no glue
That's the main
trapped
thing.
anywhere. So
That is the
that
main
now
thing.
freely turns in there. Oh, that's slipped considerably. Let's move that back. I hate it when it does this.
Yeah.
There we go.
You may have some glue now stopping it from moving.
Be fine.
Oh, it will be fine. You'll just have to move it a little bit.
There we go.
For a
Okay,
little
so
while.
then line up that white one. It won't be white for you. But this white one onto this purple one. And then we can close the box at the back. So glue onto this large circle, line it up with that one.
So remember, if you want to do it the way Leo's doing here, which we do think is slightly easier than the instructions, you just need to add an extra 2 22mm circles. So make yourself a little note on your instructions.
And then if you want to tidy up the inside, again, you need another pair to go on the inside.
Yeah.
If you want to do that. So I'm going to hold this for a second because I don't want any of those to pop or slide. And while we're doing that, we can actually close up the back. Thank you very much. It's always helpful to have a glamorous assistant in the craft room as well. Oh.
But one with a pair of eyes would be good.
There we go. We'll just, and I'll make sure it goes right to the corners. Yeah. There we go. Thank you. And then because we've left this bit free, we literally just need to close then that last glue tab. Which again,
This could be where your little pegs come in again.
very much so, because I only have 2 hands. Right, I'm going to switch just to line up that last tab.
But you can always push something through your craft pick, your creaser, anything. Just to have something to push against.
That's it. You just need
more
something
than
to
anything.
press. And then the moment of truth, can I make this rotate or have I got glue somewhere it shouldn't be?
It will be.
There we
There we go.
So it does need a few twists.
Yes. That is what we found, didn't we? Because we thought when we did it first of all, we thought, oh, hang on, this is not working. But you need to twist it a few times, and then you'll get your crease in the right place and everything, and you'll be perfect.
And there is my teeny tiny trunk. It's such a cute little gift box. I love it. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend using lilac and teal and a random piece of white on the side. But, when it's done in actual nice colours, I think it looks perfect.
I do too.
There we go.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Leo. That is much more simple than you would expect. When you see a sheet of die cuts, you just think, oh no. And when we get them from the laser,
Oh yeah, we just get like a little baggie of die cuts. We don't even have like the actual dies that make them.
Nope.
Or any kind of instructions.
Nope.
No.
But it's quite simple to put together when you look at it. When you've got your comprehensive instructions there, and you could see that all Leo did was found an easier way of gluing that piece. It's the final
primarily
construction.
because I think trying to push against this
was
to make sure they grip isn't the easiest thing to do. So the other way around it, I guess, would be you don't glue the big circle onto this first. You glue it there, and then you land it onto the deboss. But then again, you've got to try and land it easily. Whereas I think just having the 2 to put together makes it simpler.
So much easier. But that is available for you in our Tonic store now. Don't forget, if you do subscribe to our craft kit, you can get 10% off the price of this and any other order that you place in our store.
It's an amazing deal.
Really is. You can pay in instalments with ClearPay, ShopPay or PayPal. And do not forget, tag us in your mix. We absolutely love to see what you're making. You inspire us, you inspire each other. Let's keep doing that. If you do like this kind of content, then please give us a little thumbs up, or if you're watching us on YouTube, it's a thumbs up. If you're watching us on Facebook, you can give us a little heart.
Oh, I love the little hearts.
It's a little heart.
The little heart. Yes.
But if you are watching us on YouTube, if you could subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell,
Ding.
you will be notified when we go live or when we upload a new video for you. So that is us for today. I think we have shown you exactly how to make this. We've shown you all our lovely samples. So all that's left to say is happy crafting.